Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We are here. We are here. Yes, we are. What a day, huh? What a day. So what do we have today is going to be a tribute to Charlie James Kirk. Okay? And I'm saying a tribute because I mean this gentleman is inspired many people. Okay? So hopefully the audio is good. I have some music on the background. Really like the music. I think it suits. I think it suits the video. But let's get with the video. So, ladies and gentlemen, today we face a moment of heartbreak and reflection. America has lost James Kirk, a man whose voice, influence, and convictions touched millions. His death, sudden and violent, shake us to the core. It reminds us of not only of the fragility of life, but also the enduring of power, of convictions, and courage. So Charlie Kirk was a figure who inspired passion. For some, he was a constant source of strength and guidance. For others, a lightning rod of debate. But no matter where you stood, no matter where you stood, there was no denying his impact on the American conversations. Tremendous. So Charlie's, and I might not be 100% accurate, but Charlie's journey began as a young man from Illinois, yes, with a big vision, and even a bigger voice. At just 18 years old, he founded Turning Point USA, Turning Point, an organization dedicated to equipping and empowering young people to embrace the principles of liberty, free markets, and limited government. So what started as a small movement quickly grew into one of the most influential youth political organizations in the nation, tremendously. Charlie often spoke of the importance of reaching the next generation, very important, before the culture claimed them. And through campus events, conferences, and media, he put that belief into action. By his 20, he was not only leading Turning Point, but also making regular appearances on national television, speaking at conventions, conferences, and authoring books that challenge the mainstream narrative. He wasn't afraid. He wasn't afraid. He wasn't afraid to step into the toughest arenas and defend his conviction. What an inspiration, huh? So, beyond his public work, okay, beyond his public work, Charlie Kirk was a family man. He married Erica Francevy, and together they built a home anchored with faith and love. They welcomed two children, a daughter and a son. Hmm. I can say that fatherhood was a role Charlie cherished deeply, and this is through what I've seen. interactions to social media. Even in the middle of his busy schedule, he often spoke about responsibility, okay, and of raising responsibility of raising children with values, with faith, and with strength. And at the core of his life was his believing God, believing God. His faith wasn't something that he left at the door when he walked out on stage. It was the foundation of who he was. He reminded us time and time again that culture flows downstream from faith, and he encouraged young people to stand boldly in their belief, no matter the opposition. So, pretty good start for such a young, talented individual. So let's talk about his achievements. Okay, so Charlie achievements are undeniable. He grew Turning Point USA into a nationwide movement, hosting events that drew thousands of students, and inspiring chapters on campuses across America. So he was full circle. He authored the best-selling books, multiple best-selling books, gave speeches on some of the biggest stages in the country, and hosted a, nation, a nationally syndicate radio show that reached millions of listeners. So that's where I got most of the information. But perhaps more importantly, I want you guys to know this: he invested in people. He mentored young leaders, challenged them to rise above comfort, and equipped them to speak boldly in a culture that often rewards silence. His voice, his voice, whether on a podcast, a radio broadcast, or a college stage, wasn't just about commentary. It was about conviction. It was about calling people to think critically, to question narratives, and to stand firm for what they believe to be true. So when tragedy strikes, um, history feels like it echoes. Okay, the violent loss of Charlie Kirk uh, brings to mind the assassination of President John F. Kennedy and Dr. Martin Luther King. That level, of course, the contexts are different, very different, but the pattern is familiar. Leaders who challenge the status quo, who inspire both admiration and opposition, and who live with courage that comes at great risk. Great, great risk. So, JFK, MLK, and now CJK, Charlie James Kirk. All remind us of a sovereign truth. When when someone stand boldly for their vision of America, they can become a target. Any one of us can become a target. But their loss becomes not only personal but national, and the hole they leave behind cannot easily be filled. In closing, guys, in closing, um, Charlie Kirk's death is a wound for his family, his supporters, and for our country. But his life, his faith, his uh, his courage, and his work cannot be silenced. Cannot be silenced. His legacy will live on in the countless voices he inspired, in the students who will continue the fight for freedom, and in the faith that guide him every step of the way. As we reflect tonight, we remember not only the man who was taken from us, but also the mission, the mission he dedicated his life to. His passing is a reminder that life is fragile, but also that conviction is powerful. Charlie memory should strengthen us, all of us. His faith should remind us of hope. His courage should inspire us to carry forward. Hmm. So tonight, we don't just mourn and we recommit ourselves to the principles he stood to family, to faith, to freedom. Hmm. Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. May your voice echo for generations to come. Have a good night.